All right, guys, welcome back to Wicked F150, and now for my most recent upgrade, I guess, is the new instrument cluster. I bought this one off of somebody selling one off the marketplace, but you can buy these directly from this guy, Clustersbylivnitup. The guy's name is Dave, and there are tons of reviews and testimonials about this guy's amazing service, and I now know that it's true myself. I sent this last week. It was delivered to him Thursday, and it was mailed back out Friday, and just delivered today, Monday. So, I mean, the turnaround is absolutely nuts fast. But I wanted to show you guys how it is packaged, since it is fragile. I mean, you don't want the glass to break or anything like that. So all I did was open the box, and this is exactly how it's packaged. Bubble wrap there, and it is completely wrapped in bubble wrap. So let's go ahead and cut that open and take a look. It is absolutely spotless. You can tell the glass has even been wiped down. So I really couldn't be happier. But of course, so it's packed great. It looks great here, but let's plug it in, hooked up and all of that, and make sure everything works right and show you guys the quality that he does. Of course, it's completely back together. It's not loose or anything like that, the glass from the backing. It's not at all. Now, there are plenty of different options you can go with. You can customize it to however you want it. But I went with, just on his website, period, Clustersbylivnitup, which of course will be in the description. You can have the sport gauges or the Raptor gauges. Like I said, you can have them customized. I just chose the Raptor gauges instead of the sport. I like those a little bit better. I don't think sport belongs on a truck, but that's my preference. So that's why I chose the Raptor ones. They still are different from the regular F150 8-inch gauges, but they look better in my opinion. Let's go ahead and get it hooked up. Should be less than 10 minutes. All right, we're in the truck. I've started the teardown. All you do is, of course, this piece here, you just pull on the top. They're just held on with clips. You see the clips on there, holes. You just pull down on both sides and it will come down. You just let it hang down there. And then there's two 7mm bolts, one on this side, one on this side. Pull them off. Then you pop the trim off on both sides, this one and this one. Now, you can do it with your fingers. You can pry it off. Of course, I use a plastic trim tool remover, and I pried it right off. Super, super simple. It just popped. And then here, you're going to want to pop this middle piece off again. I just kind of pulled up to get enough space to get the trim removal tool in there, and then popped it up, and there you go. Both sides, of course, because that is, connected to this piece here. And then once we pull this off, there's going to be a couple more bolts behind there. So let's pull this plastic trim piece off here and get that done. Okay, so of course the surround that we needed to pull off, it again just clips. Now there's 4 bolts that you need to pull or remove. One here on this side, and then in there on the right side, and also the same thing right side there. That's all you need to remove, and then be able to pull this out. All right, so there it is, the new one. All buttoned back up, trim's back in, bolts are tightened down. I should have showed you guys the original one that was in here, for comparison in the same video, but I did not think about that ahead of time. But there's plenty of videos on here to check out in case you were wondering how it looks for any reason. Of course, there is pictures on Instagram, Wicked F150, if you want to check out the original screen as well. But this is the new screen. So So far, I absolutely love it. I already went through all the screens here and made it how I want it. So this star up here, your view, what you see when you start the truck. This, I want, of course, the speedometer. But you can add other ones, other screens, so you don't have to scroll through the top. They'll be right there on the front. But your trips and fuel and all of that, wonder if it has, no, okay. So it doesn't transfer information, I guess, from the last one for the trips and fuel history that way. But it does say what I am to empty, and that is because of the lift and tires. Now, truck info, engine information, of course, your speedometer, pressure, your gauges. Now, I did change it already to show my boost up there. It was the transmission temperature, which towing, of course, and then your off-road, and your settings in here, gauge selection, and you just go to whichever one you want to show up in the corner. I chose the turbo instead. Like I said, that's one of the pluses of this screen. Now, I will say with off-road, I did, of course, you have the status. This is the same on my original factory cluster, but the power distribution, I did not have this screen on the original cluster. So that is a nice added feature, plus the turbo and factory nav on here if I would have still kept the factory nav screen. But let me know what you guys think. Again, Clustersbylivnitup. The link to his website will be in the description below. If this is something that you want to do or anything like that, get a hold of him and he will be more than willing to help you out. Like I said, it got delivered to him Thursday. He shipped it back out Friday and it's done. Hope you guys like it. We'll see you guys next time. Hit the subscribe.